don't know if this video is a question or a statement. I got a gig this Wednesday. It's for a business. Do some exterior and interior shots with my GFX 50R or 50S. It doesn't make any damn difference which one I use. It should take me about an hour and a half. That's usually what it takes. Now, this is the 1st of July. Last month, I had 5 gigs. So I did 5 paying formal photography gigs. My question to you is that now that's not many, but that's because I got 3 jobs. Now, I did 5 gigs last month. I don't know how many I'll do this month. I got 2 lined up. My question to you is, now if you take the top 2 YouTube photography channels, each with 1 million subscribers plus, and this is no attack on them, I know that both of them combined are doing about that many gigs per month. So my question is it because the fact that I'm snarky, I'm not like super nice and sweet and all sugary like everybody else, that everybody says, oh, you don't do any photography. It's like, well, let me ask you a question. I don't see anybody asking the top 2 YouTube photography channels with over 1 million subscribers each, like, they don't do photography. It's like, well, how many gigs does it take to do a month to actually be a photographer? How many gigs? Is it like above 10? Does it have to be a certain percentage of your income? Does it? What's real photography? Apparently people think real photography is paying women to show up. Let me repeat that. Paying women to show up to take pictures of them. Like, hey, come look at this. Man, there's a hot chick right over there, and, well, look at that. Yeah, baby. Now, I don't know of a single photography job, especially one that pays the bills, where you pay the person to show up and, yeah, no, that's what you would do for publicity and to impress people. And I think, it's kind of without doubt that a lot of the guys out there, not the smart ones, want to get into hot chick photography. And I can guarantee you this, if you don't believe me on anything, you better damn well believe me on this. There ain't no money in that kind of photography. Zip, zilch, zero, nada, there's no money in it. That's not real photography. Sure it is. Okay, there's a handful of people on this earth that get paid to do that. A handful. Even far, far less than the countless tens of thousands of people that flock to Hollywood, California to try to get discovered and become actors. What is the percentage of people that flock to Hollywood and try to become actors or actresses? What percentage actually break through? What do you think is like less than 0.5%? Oh, it's got to be way less than way less than 0.5%. It's definitely less than that for people in photography. I'm going to buy me a camera and I'm going to get a job taking pictures of hot chicks. That's not real photography. Sure it is. Is it? It's not. There's the right way to do things, and then there's the stupid way. I never believe in doing things the hard way either. People that do things the hard way are either stupid or they're masochists. You can only be a stupid person or a masochist to do something the hard way. Let's say you got a fancy camera. Let's just not call it any particular. It doesn't matter if it's Sony or Nikon or Fujifilm or Canon. You got yourself a fancy camera, and of course the most important thing is lighting. And you're going to get a job in photography. You'd be like, I don't want to work as much, but I want to make decent money. I don't want to kill myself to make chump change. Well, if you want to kill yourself and make no money, then you should endeavor to take pictures of hot people in exotic locations, because nobody gives a shit about that photography. The market is 100% saturated. Here's a fact, and if I'm lying, I'm dying. There's a lot of people that have taken my advice on this. I finally took your advice, Ken. You're right, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right. Of course I'm right. I found a business that needed some shots done, either product shots or shots of the interior, exterior, real estate photography, corporate gigs, corporate events. There is such an extremely high demand for people to do business shots just for businesses, websites, corporate product. It's unbelievable. Nobody goes after that stuff. Nobody. All you'd have to do is walk in a rich, like Naples, Florida, like my house in Florida. Just south of my house in Fort Myers is Naples. We call it Nipples, Florida. Naples. There's more money there than there is in Hollywood. You just walk around with a nice professional looking camera and look halfway decently dressed like you're not a hobo, which I'm kind of dressed like a hobo right now. You'll get so many people say, "What's your business card? You look like a professional photographer. I need a professional photographer to do product shots of my product, whatever the hell that product is, or shots of my business exterior and we just got a new website. We're business so and so. We need some shots of exterior and exterior, interior, exterior, some good professional photography work, and yeah. It's the easiest photography work on earth. You can take your time. You never have to worry about getting shafted like they do for wedding photography. You don't have to worry about damn models and their pay. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Why the hell would you want to do that sort of damn stuff? Sure, well, I know why people want to do it. There's no money in that. What the hell is wrong with people? It's not real photography. What that does is it's what people want to do. That's kind of like the way the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force and the Marines used to brainwash people. There used to be all these ads by the armed forces. Like, join the Navy, you're going to work on fighter jets. And they show, like, some Navy guy, he's like, he's messing around with fighter jets. So it's like, well, you join the Navy, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be scrubbing shit bowls, in the bottom deck of the aircraft carrier. You're going to be sitting there with a plunger and a scrubber, scruffing the dinosaur turds that some jarhead Marine left. That's what's going to happen if you join the Navy. You're not going to be touching fighter jets. I mean, you think you're going to get a pro camera and some pro lighting and you're going to pursue that stuff? I'm going to take pictures of hot people. Or like a paparazzi, for example. I'm going to take pictures of famous people. Any famous person in Earth has already got like 100 people chasing. Why would you want to torture yourself with that BS? What the hell is wrong with you? That's not real photography. I know this sounds like an attack, but it's not. Like I said, the top 2 YouTube channels with over 1 million subscribers each, they're doing together, collectively, they're doing that many paid photography gigs per month. So why the hell is nobody asking them if they're doing real photography? And that person's not doing real photography. What about me? I did 5 gigs last month. Everybody asks me, it's like, oh, you're not a real photographer. That's like, why? Because I show up for 2 hours and I take boring pictures of business exteriors and interiors? Why don't you get into real estate photography? Product, corporate events. There's so much money there. It's easy money. Why the hell aren't people... There's so much money there. That is where the money is in photography, but nobody wants to do it because they're all lazy assholes that want to rather take pictures of hot people where there's no money. Stress. Why the hell would you want to do that? Now, I don't care what anybody does with their damn camera. If you want to take pictures of bunny rabbits or take pictures of I don't know what. Take pictures of whatever the hell you want. Do something smart. It's like, well, I'd rather take... If you want to take pictures of like hot people, do that in your spare time. But spend 80% of your time taking pictures of shots that other people don't want to do. The real estate, corporate, event photography. Why the hell don't you want to do that? That way you've got the money to pursue the photography that you like doing. Of course, once you make a career out of photography, you won't want to photograph in your spare time. Some people do, but that doesn't last very long. All that other stuff is not real photography. Sure it is. It is if you're a masochist or you're an idiot. The funny thing is that people will show up and want to watch somebody else who's paying someone else. Like, I'm paying this person here. I'm going to stand here. I'm going to take pictures of them with my camera. By the way, I'm paying this person to take pictures of them. And what you do, it's a Ponzi scheme, by the way. You got all these other people that are paying to watch you take pictures of this person. That's not real photography. Come watch me take pictures of a person I paid to take. Is that a vicarious experience? What are you getting at? It's like, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Excuse me. I want to learn about the photography where I'm paid to take pictures. Not the photography where you pay somebody else to show up and take pictures of them. Well, that is nice and they're pretty or whatever. That's not real photography. So let me get this straight. You want me to pay to show up and watch you take pictures of somebody that you paid to take pictures of? Somehow that seems like a Ponzi scheme. Wait a minute. It is a Ponzi scheme. Here's an example of real photography where you would learn something. And I don't know if he's going to like me saying this or not. Here's someone who does Darren Miles photography. He actually does real estate photography. He does also, does weddings and some other stuff, but I don't know how often he gives a lecture or whatever. But he's told people about how to get into real estate photography. I think he's got a course on that somewhere in a video. You know, there's someone actually teaching you something that's useful and is reality, fits within the box of reality. It's like, listen, this is what I do to make money. This is how you get into real estate photography. Yeah, there's no model release forms necessary to sign. There's something that's real. Why don't you take a course on product photography? Why don't you take a course on real estate photography, on event photography? You don't have to pay for it. There's even a lot of free courses out there. Why don't you learn about that? That is, if you actually want to make money in photography. Why? Why? You know, I really want to suffer hard. I want to like try to break into model photography. There's no money in it. There's a million people competing for the same jobs. I think that's the road I want to go down. Yeah, the hard road. We're stupid people. Yeah, because man, that's a dream, man. I could go to hot places and take pictures of hot people. I won't make any money. I'll starve to death doing it, but man, that sounds awesome. What the hell is wrong with people? What the hell is wrong with people? Oh, God. Do whatever you want to do. But if you're trying to make money at it, that's not the road you go down. Don't take my word for it. You could learn it the hard way. Sure, why not? I'm not going to listen to that tattooed guy. I'm going to pursue it anyway. Good. Let me know how that turns out for you.